Hola a todos, la verdad es que para mí es un auténtico placer estar abriendo este evento hoy. Para mí es ilusionante poder hablar sobre innovación y me gustaría dar las gracias al equipo de F10, de F10, primero por decidir elegir España, por estar con nosotros y ser un revulsivo para el sector fintech. Y segundo, por invitarme a hablar de innovación. Me propusieron un challenge, me propusieron hablar de cómo estaba impactando hoy la innovación en las grandes corporaciones y qué oportunidades existían entre ellas, y por eso he decidido contaros una pequeña historia sobre innovación. So I'm going to change to English right now. As I was telling, we are going to tell you about a story titled From Theater to Real Innovation. So before beginning, let's a quick disclaimer. All this information shown in this presentation has been developed by Finnovating. First of all, a quick presentation of me. I'm CIO of Finnovating. I have different roles in the fintech industry, nationally and internationally. I've been founded some fintechs and invested in some others. This is why I'm on the top 20 fintech influencer in the world. So let's start with the story, with this tale. The first chapter is the old innovation. Historically, we have been doing evolutive innovation. As we can see, the wheel has been perfected during thousands of years, and this is gradual innovation. So despite 60 years of innovation, the banking industry has stood still. What does it mean? So after 60 years, the credit cards are almost the same. So the evolution is gradual. Let's go through the chapter 2, the digital exponentiality. One day, the disruptive innovation came out of the blue, and new technologies, new business model had changed the rules of a lot of industries, a lot of sectors, and because of the law of Moore. What is the law of Moore? Because that every 2 years, the computational capacities double in the same space. What does it mean? So the accelerating pace of change and the exponential growth in computing power is increasing and growing, going to the singularity. And what is going to see in the next years is something that we can't imagine. So, and we can see and we can discover and figure out the new exponential theories. Going through the linear world to the exponential world. We are used to live in a linear technology evolution, but the real is this exponential. At the beginning, sometimes it's disappointment, but when we realize the thing has changed and is disruptive. Chapter 3, new kids on the block. We are not talking about these rock stars, probably most of you are knowing. We are talking about the new players that are going into the finance and insurance industry. We are talking about big techs. We can see as how Google, Apple or Facebook are coming into the finance services. We are seeing like Asian super apps are coming into the world. For example, WeChat or Alibaba, AliExpress, whatever of these super apps are offering social content, games, video, but overall financing services, all integrating in one just app. And overall, and of course, thousands of fintechs that suddenly turn up, creating a great competitiveness in the financial industry and redefining how to do the business models of that banks are traditionally have done. Or hundreds of challenger banks or neobanks that are emerging globally, offering new experiences to the clients. All of this has generated a wake-up call from the industry, and the banks are saying, oh my God, what we can do, what can we do right now? Chapter 4, From Theater. At that moment, corporates, banks, insurance companies started to use fintechs like a fashion trend. like a showroom, because this fashion, they took the startups, they did some awards, some events, like a showroom. And I say always welcoming to the theater of innovation, that is more just marketing and communication, not focused in the real innovation. Let's go through the chapter 4, from theater to the real innovation. And we realize that the real innovation came from the open innovation. Open innovation can be defined like a business model for innovation that promotes collaboration with people and organizations outside the company. Why? Because it's up to 10 times cheaper and sometimes infinitely quicker. And with who? With more than 50,000 fintechs worldwide. We can find thousands and thousands of different kinds of fintechs. We have here, for example, some Finnovating maps. And one of the key different points is that almost 75% of them are B2B. They have B2B business. And this is a way that they want to collaborate. They want to co-create with the traditional or with the traditional banks or insurance companies. The question is how to manage the open innovation to have success. So facilitating the investment, co-creation and collaboration. And companies, partners like F10 or Finnovating are the best place to do it. In our case, in Finnovating, we are creating a matching as a service platform to connect fintechs, these 50,000 fintechs with more than 5,000 corporations, with more than 1,000 investments globally and based on SDGs of the United Nations. So you can join us, it's coming soon, and follow us in finnovating.com. Just a couple of minutes for the conclusions. Please don't do theater of innovation. Focus on open innovation, focus in business, focus in investment, in collaboration, in co-creation. This is not about marketing. I always say, if you go alone, maybe you think you go fast, but if you want to go far, go accompanied. Think about always collaborating and creating the open innovation. That's all, folks, and thank you very much. You can connect with me through my email, LinkedIn, or in different social media. Thank you very much.